everybody. Welcome back to SPX 2016. I'm Joe.
I'm Rusty.
And I go?
Yeah,
I'm Trace. I'm Trace.
Boom.
Yeah, a lot of
There
times
you
we
go.
say, and in here with us, but this time we didn't, and it's our fault.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. I forgive you guys. We're going to be okay.
Trace, what you doing, Trace?
What's up?
Not much, man. I'm at SPX. I can't complain,
Yeah?
you know? Yeah. I've been tabling all weekend. This is the first extensive break I've had today, so that's been nice.
Would you say you're killing it?
You know, I don't want to get cocky.
No, don't get
I don't want to get cocky, but
We need comfy, not
Okay.
comfy.
okay, I'm going to go. I'm killing it.
Oh, Trace
Just go for
is
it.
killing it.
I'm killing it, man.
I'm sorry they had to die.
Sometimes it just has to
There
happen.
can be only one, so.
That's right. Trace is Highlander in the SPX this year.
Indie comic Highlander.
Indie
Yeah.
Comic Highlander.
Yeah. Just cutting people's heads off with long arm staplers. It's just the worst.
Yep,
that.
pretty much.
So Trace, what brings you to SPX?
I have a table this year. I'm debuting 2 books, and I'm trying to make people read them.
Are you trying to make
Copies
them?
right here.
Yeah,
Not even encourage. Not
not even encourage. I'm
facilitate
trying
the
to
reading
make
of.
people read them.
These
Make 'em.
fools are going to read some
Yeah,
books.
they are going to read
You know,
them.
guys, you can't question if he's winning.
Yeah.
He's
killing
killing
I'm
it.
killing it.
So what are your books?
My books are, well, the first one's Kill the Drug War. Kill the Drug War is a standalone book. It's an inside joke with my roommate that got out of control and
Sure.
became a comic.
That's how most comics start.
It is basically, yeah. It's an homage to 80s action movies. It's got a lot of katanas, machine guns, drugs, a sun god. It's a gay sun god. Yeah, he wears
I
sunglasses.
didn't expect
I
the
like
Sun God. I
that.
mean, like, yeah, it makes sense now. But
Yeah.
before you mentioned Sun God, never expected
wouldn't have
it.
expected
In
it.
terms of, you know, it fits in well as part of the whole. You know?
Yeah,
Sun god.
I'll ask you, but you feel free to say it doesn't make sense or won't make sense. Can you explain what the inside joke was that led to a whole comic?
It was literally my roommate and I are both straight edge kids from Richmond, so we don't do drugs or drink or anything. And a year ago, it was 3 a.m, and we were hanging out with some friends, and he just started joking about how he was going to kill drugs and he was going to kill the drug war.
Kill drugs.
And I was like, that sounds like it would be a cool comic. And it's so funny because we neither of us draw. We're both writers. And initially, we just thought it'd be funny, so we were going to draw it ourselves because we thought it would look terrible. And instead, my friend Kendrick drew it, and Kendrick's like tremendous, and he started taking notes from like manga and like action cinema and like French cinema. So it looks incredible, significantly more so than it has any right to, considering that it's me and my roommate like
That's
making
awesome.
dumb jokes for 22
Now,
pages.
did you? Were you conning Kendrick into this? Like, does he know it was just supposed to be silly?
No, okay, we told him up front, we were like, this is not like highbrow material, and he turned in like after the first 3 pages. I was straight up like, are you sure you want to keep doing
Do you
this?
know the
Like,
book that you're drawing?
Do you understand
Like-
what you've been roped into?
Yeah, I was like, you don't have to keep doing this. Like, you're so much better than this. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. He brought so much to it, and he has a similar sense of humor to us. So he brought out much more of that than we could have even put in ourselves. So it was cool. It turned out great. People seem to like it a lot. We're really proud of it. We're also on the verge of selling out, which is really cool.
Nice.
That's
yeah.
excellent. You
Yeah,
can't ask
it's
for
super
more.
cool. I can't ask for more.
That's why you're killing it.
That's why I
Yeah.
told you, I'm killing it, man. I'm
So
killing it.
you're debuting Kill the Drug War,
Kill the Drug
and
War.
you're also debuting.
I'm debuting the next book in a series I do called Dodger.
Dodger?
I've been doing Dodger with.
I'll hold this one.
Let's show it off.
There we go.
There we go.
Let people see how they're killing.
Yeah.
I've been making Dodger in some way, shape, or form for about 2 years now. I make it with my friend Jamie, who I met a couple years ago. We started out doing a bunch of shorts, and then we started doing collections of shorts, and then over the summer we put out our first 2 full issues. And this is our second full issue. It's called Mamas Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys. And Dodger's basically it's a western, like a Clint Eastwood movie, but instead of horses, everybody has mech suits.
Sure.
So yeah, it's a
I
blast.
like
making
how
it.
everything's fine. Like you're describing the story.
Very straightforward.
It's a drug war. There's katanas. There's some people fighting. There's maybe gun, and then the Sun God. And then in this one, you're like, it's like cowboys and it's a western. And I mean, of course,
you
there's
know.
mech suits.
I don't know. I tend to think sun gods, werewolves, and mech suits improve the quality of a story to me. And I'm pretty sure every comic I've written has had one of those 3 things in it.
I like that.
Is that your signature as an artist?
It's my signature as an artist. Werewolves.
Years from now, people
mech
will look
suits.
back and see
Now,
that.
have you thought about
that
doing
trend.
werewolves, mech suits, and sun gods, like just a comic with that title, or just all those characters?
That's what we're debuting next year. So.
Oh, 2017.
SPX
What's happening?
2017, man.
Keep an eye out,
man.
guys.
So, Oh, sorry. If you have more to, I didn't want to interrupt.
I mean, no, pretty much.
I just really got excited about mech suits.
No, I respect that. I get excited about mech suits too. I know. I was just gonna finish up and say like, Kill the Drug War is like, not a super serious book. It's a lot of fun. Dodger's something we've put a lot of work into and really are trying to. Over the course of making the project, if you read it from like the first short on, you are basically watching me and Jamie like learn how to make comics. Because the first Dodger short was our first comic.
Wow.
So yeah, and now we're trying to do stories with like emotional weight and stuff, but also mech suits.
I noticed it was like the second book, but it's not a number 2 per se. Are you doing like standalone?
They're all standalone. So it definitely, what I've told people when they come by the table is that we had our first issue, which is called The Man from Cripple Creek, and I've said like, it definitely. It helps to start with that one, and that's the one that I would read first. But you can totally go to this one without reading it, and you won't need to get caught up on anything.
Nice.
Question: RE the mech suits? Do they have cowboy hats on the mech suits?
No, but they have cowboy hats on the people. So,
no, that's fine. I'm good with that.
And they wear them while piloting the mech suits.
Okay,
there
so
we go.
that's good. So there's headroom for the.
Yes.
There are hats involved. In
I
the
like
mech
that.
suits.
I like that the engineers consider that.
Yeah. No, totally.
A little extra
they
space in the cockpit.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah. Because when they get out, the sun's still going to be in their eyes, guys.
Yeah.
Well, plus, I mean, if you can't wear the hat while you're in the mech suit, are you really a cowboy with a mech suit?
If I can't wear the crown when I'm in SPX, why have a crown at all?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why have a crown?
Exactly.
You're just a guy in a mech suit at that point.
So what inspired you to try to make comics?
I mean, aside from liking them, the simple answer is just a guy named Chris Roberson. He's a writer that I liked a lot. I met him when I was 19, and it was at Heroes Con 2011, and he invited me to the hotel bar where all of his friends were hanging out, which I didn't know was a thing that people did after comic conventions. And he was basically like, hey, it sounds like you want to write comics. You should do that. And I was 19 at the time, and he's encouraged me to do it ever since then. It's been like 5 years now, so that's basically what inspired me to write comics.
You just were like, hey, I can make comics.
Yeah, and nobody ever told me I could. I didn't know how to do it, and he was like, it sounds like you want to do it.
You got permission. And you're
Yeah,
like, shit.
I got permission. I was like, okay, cool, I'll do it.
Thanks, Chris. I'm in it.
Appreciate it. Good job, Chris.
Thanks, man.
How many years have you been coming to SPX?
This is my 4th year. It's my 2nd year with the table.
Oh wow.
Nice.
It's a great show. I love
Do you
it.
enjoy exhibiting here?
I do. Yeah, it's really fun. I don't know. I can never quite gauge how other shows would go because I'm an indie creator, but I can always guarantee that people will be interested in what I have here, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Plus, it's really cool to just be in a room with like 300. I don't know what the actual number is, but 300.
It's 300 even on the dot.
Yeah, good.
Killed it.
Killing it.
Killing it. Yeah, with just like 300 other like indie comic creators.
Yeah.
There's no pressure. There's no like editors from big publishers here and stuff. It's just,
Right.
hey, let's all like get our books to each other and inspire each other to do better, I guess. This is the show where like I every year I leave, I want to up my game more than any other show.
Yeah,
that seems to be so consistent to everybody coming out of the weekend.
It's very replenishing.
Yeah, it
Oh, yeah.
energizes you and inspires you, and it's just
Well, because and
gets you
the other
pumped to
thing
make
that like I mentioned, like I don't draw. There's a lot of comics that I generally find like people who are cartoonists that write and draw, like they can make books that I can't.
Oh, yeah.
And being around that makes me want to do better and push myself to go outside of my comfort zone and stuff. I think like if I hadn't come to SPX last year, I probably wouldn't have made Kill the Drug War. And like I had somebody today like really heavily encourage me to pursue doing something like nonfiction, which I've never done before as a comic. Like I know I always want to try something new when I leave this show.
It's funny how like you were like inspired to. We're just gonna draw this. No matter what, we're gonna draw this.
Yeah.
Even if we don't feel like we can draw well enough, the book's getting made, and that's kind of like what allows you to actually get an artist that you found.
It was funny. I don't know. We really lucked out. I'm really glad we didn't draw it, but like we would have drawn it if nobody else
existed
did.
no matter
Like
what.
it was gonna happen. No
And
matter
like I really can't stress it. I'm not being like modest. Like oh no, I can't really draw. Like guys, I can't draw like at all.
So for over a decade, we'd made mini comics, and they were stick figures drawn by computer.
MS Paint.
MS Paint for most
Yes.
of the run. And
It was because we came here and we saw people making comics that weren't that great, but they were theirs and they were happy, and we were like, we can do that.
That's awesome.
And yeah, we made our own comics and whatever. We just wanted to have fun, tell funny stories or whatever. And the art was just a vehicle to make it happen. And it's
awesome.
better
Yeah.
that those exist than that it didn't exist.
Yep.
You know?
That's super
Everything you make is something you've made, and you have that history that you've built up now. You can always go back to it, and you'll continue to kill it.
Yeah. That's the goal, man. I want to keep killing it.
You are going to keep killing.
Well, also, I think somebody told me this like 2 years ago, and it stuck with me. But like, if you go to see like a movie, not everybody that's in the audience like wants to make movies or write movies. If you go to a baseball game, not everyone's an aspiring baseball player. But if you go to a comic convention, pretty much everybody has an idea for a comic they want to make, whether it's Batman or their own thing. And the number of people that actually get down and put in the work and do it is so small. So I don't really care what it looks like as an end result. If somebody hands me a comic that they've made, it's extremely impressive to me because it's not easy and not everybody does it.
Comics are really hard.
Yeah. They're so hard, man. Yeah. They're so hard.
They're hard.
I'm really glad we can universally acknowledge this. They're not easy to make.
We don't make them for a reason. They're hard.
They're really hard.
And I think a lot of people probably don't want to admit to that because they don't want to feel like, oh, they're just hard for me, but they're hard. They're easy for everybody else. No, they're hard.
They're really hard.
Everybody.
Hard. That's why when you finish one, it's amazing.
It's a huge deal.
Yes.
Literally, like 2011 was when I decided I wanted to make comics. I didn't actually get a comic made successfully until 2014. It took a while. It took a really long time.
In the grand scheme
you
of
were
things.
actively working on this.
I was, and it still took forever.
Well, hey, but
comics
it's done
are
now.
hard, guys.
But
Comics are hard. How many comics have you made though?
I feel really bad because I took a picture. I finally, when these
Never
books
feel
came
bad.
in, I had enough to actually put all my work on a shelf.
Yeah.
And now I can't remember. I think it's like 8 or 9 or something.
Okay.
Something like
That's a
that.
solid
There's
shelf.
there's some shorts and then some collected editions.
Sure.
And then I also, with a bunch of my friends, I went to Virginia Commonwealth University in Richmond, and we, a couple years ago, we got together and we founded the first student comics anthology, which is now a regular publication.
Oh, wow.
I've graduated. I'm not involved with it anymore, but they're still making it, and new talent in every year. It's really cool.
I hope they thank you for this.
Yeah.
Not in the crap.
He
I didn't
started killing
get a
it,
note.
and
I didn't get a check. No, honestly, I'm very proud of my own work, but the coolest feeling in the world was picking up the first volume of that anthology that I had nothing to do with, and it was this is still happening. They're still doing this. That was really cool. That happened a few months ago.
That's awesome.
Excellent.
Yeah, that was fun. But yeah, anthology. I think it's 8 or 9.
That's awesome.
Oh.
Thank you.
Because
You can keep saying that if you want.
Guys, comics are hard.
Yeah.
Comics are hard.
Comics are hard.
I thought you were gonna go with killing it, and I was preparing
no,
myself
that's
for it.
how you did it.
Yeah.
But you had
Despite
to overcome
the fact that comics are hard.
being hard.
You still killed it.
Comics are hard, but we still killed it.
But
Yeah.
we still
It sounds like you guys kill it. You've been making zines for 10 years.
We've been making comics we stopped. We don't make comics anymore.
we're making zines recently.
We may go back in any moment now, but
Yeah.
I'm be honest, we haven't made them for 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
So it's a while.
time a good comeback tour.
Sure. You gotta understand, they were only so good. The best part about them were the ideas we added to them.
Yeah.
We made badges for kids.
Okay.
The book was about fighting crime, so it was these guys teaching kids how to fight crime.
That's
in
sick.
terrible ways.
Yeah.
Ways that just aren't actually functional. But we made badges to sell with them. We made one comic where the two main characters, they were our names, made two main characters. They made comics, and we made the comics that they made. That was the best thing
That's
we've
so
ever done.
meta.
That was super
That's like a Grant Morrison book.
It was the best thing we've ever
That
done.
was our shitty Grant Morrison mini comic.
One of the guys made a really highbrow, artsy-fartsy kind of a book. The other guy made one called Dino Docs, and I don't even have to tell you what that's about.
Is it about dinosaur doctors?
Sure as hell was.
And then we
Yeah.
made the books that are with
So we made Dino Docs, and it was Sun Moon, which
Yeah,
is M-U-N with a umlaut.
umlaut
And he actually glued leaves to the cover.
Yeah, everyone had an artisanal plastic leaf affixed to it.
These sound amazing. Where are your Eisners?
Oh, you know
You
what?
let-
The Eisneys, we have them in the storage facility.
I would carry that around with me every day.
Just on a
Every
chain.
day on
It's
a
the
chain.
best thing we ever did.
Yeah.
That and the collection of our old comics because it looked really cool.
Yeah.
So anyway, we don't make comics anymore, but we do also make zines. We've been doing them for a number of years now, and it's great because you want to participate.
Yeah.
You want to be a part of it more than just as a consumer. And that's kind of what made us go through the hard stuff. Now we don't make comics, so whatever.
Yeah, but whatever.
We've succumbed to the difficulty.
We're not killing
but
it, but
you,
we killed
you
it.
have made comics.
Oh God,
Yeah.
So,
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like an unaccomplished dream.
Dude, I
You
guess
just
you know
made
what, we were
comics.
done.
We're good.
We didn't quit. We were just done.
Yeah. You
Drop
guys
the
quit? No,
mic.
we're good.
Yeah.
We rode off into the sunset.
Like
Yeah.
Kanye
Like
once
Cowboys and
said in
Mexicans.
a
Yes,
song, like,
with our Mex.
"Oh, you graduated? No, I decided I was finished," and that's what we did. We decided we were finished with comics.
Yeah. I like that so much.
Yeah.
And now we talk about comics.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
So before we let you go, would you like to answer a mystery question?
I would love to answer a mystery
Hell
question.
yeah, let's do it.
Do I put is it a quarter?
Yep.
It is
Okay,
a shiny American quarter.
I bet Canadian quarters work.
Okay, but that's not what we offer.
Right now,
You know,
American.
like we're
I
all
wanna
about
test
American
that.
jobs.
I want to test that. Very
American
international.
quarters. Keeping that eagle in
Well,
poise.
we popped it quick. That was nice.
Oh, by the way, you
guys read
opened it.
I read it.
Amazingly well, and that just
Thank you.
further evidence.
These things are like
That you're killing it.
monstrously
I
strong.
used to get these toys from these plastic things all the time.
Yeah.
Who is your least favorite child? Oh God.
What is it?
Who was your least favorite child?
Am I allowed to just speak directly into the camera?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Casey Jensen.
Take that, Casey.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, least favorite child.
Least favorite child.
Sucker.
My least favorite child is Casey Jensen.
I like that.
This is going to be on the internet, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Good, I
absolutely.
can send it to her. Perfect.
Yes.
Absolutely, it's gonna be on everybody's internet. Anybody
Awesome.
can see it.
Anybody's
Yeah.
internet?
Yeah,
The world's
Cool.
internet.
yeah, we got clearance. They got us hooked up to the satellites.
Obama gave us the okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
high
the
sign.
okay.
He was like, "Got it, guys."
He just leaned out the window like, thanks, buddy.
The Oval Office.
Yes, we were outside at the gate. All right.
I was like, guys, go for it.
Thanks.
Thanks.
And he just rolled down the window because they have rolled down windows. The old
Oh
office.
yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Joe had his laptop ready. Hit the
Lots
button.
of safety protocol in DC, but roll down windows in the Oval Office.
Yes. If you're local, they're really lax about it.
You know what? And it's weird because they can have automatic roll downs. Nope, still the handle. Old school. Obama working
Then you
those.
throw 'em back up.
What if the
Obama
handle
working the
breaks?
tripes. You know what I'm saying? So where can people find out about your work online?
Oh geez, lots of places. You can follow me on Twitter at TraceDean333, and Trace is spelled Tres, like uno, dos, trace. My Tumblr is shutuptrace.tumblr.com, all one word.
Good.
And if you want to buy digital copies of my comics, there aren't physical ones available on Etsy or anything, but go to gumroad.com/TraceDeanRVA, all one
right.
word, no underscores or anything. And they're all pay what you want, so you can get them for free if you want.
Oh, nice.
I understand the financial struggle.
You could also pay $1,000.
You can also pay.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to turn
We'll
down
totally
money.
encourage that.
Yeah, I would highly encourage you to pay for them. But I also I don't even want to say I have been. Like, I'm always in a position where there's a comic I want to read and I can't afford it. So, and I never want that to stop someone from reading stuff I've made. So,
It's very kind
yeah,
of you.
pay what
Very
you want.
understanding of you.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm a really good person. So, I don't know
yeah.
if you heard, but
As evidenced by making comics, which are hard.
I made comics. That's
And
hard.
killing
I'm
it.
killing it. Yeah, and I
Killing
give
it.
stuff away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a philanthropist. I like that.
And
Totally.
you know what? You killed this interview.
I killed this interview.
Yeah.
Are you guys okay?
In a good way.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
I'm
I didn't want to
sweating.
hurt you guys.
I gotta
but,
go
like-
have like I'm not upset, but I gotta have a cry
Okay.
Yeah.
because
I
this
understand.
has just been affecting, and
Right.
I gotta deal with that.
Dude.
It's just a lot of raw emotion. It's not even a particular feeling.
Nope. I
It
would
is.
call Obama and say like, "Hey man, can I put this one online too? Thanks."
Yeah.
Appreciate it.